Welcome back everybody to World of Tanks Xbox 360 edition. My name as always is Maxwell, and this is some of the footage from last week's 5x XP event. It was around about, well, it wasn't around about, it was exactly the same time that I recorded all of the footage for the weather effects, the rain and the lightning storms and everything, and I had a couple of half-decent games, so I thought I'd just bring you another video, because I did promise that I was going to start bringing back World of Tanks 360 content, so here we go. This first video I'm going to show you just because it was pretty funny. I enjoyed playing it. It wasn't a massive kill game. Obviously, this is the first time I've played in a few months, so it's going to be not the greatest game in the world because I'm a little bit out of practice. But it was definitely fun to play, and I think it was fun to watch. So that's the main thing, really. I always try and produce videos that are more fun than anything else. I definitely just want you guys to have a good time whilst watching. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Find this E2 Sherman, but I just shoot at the wrong place like an absolute idiot, so switch up to the turret. Finally managed to get a shot on him. I think I'm angled pretty well, so I don't think he's going to get that much damage, although he does get some damage. I think he probably shot my turret there, which is definitely the weak spot of this tank. As you can see, already knocked out the commander. So my plan is just now to reverse a little bit and try and get into a side-scraping position on this corner. Unfortunately, maneuvering with a thumbstick is still a little bit alien to me, so I'm not finding it particularly easy to set up in a side-scraping position. So I just go front on anyway. So I did see a light tank moving around earlier on, so I'm going to poke back out here and try and have a look. And there he is. There is the Crusader, so I'm just going to plant shot straight through his front. Get his ammo rack on the first hit, which is nice. And there's going to be nothing he can do here, really. He's got no chance of hurting me, especially when he crashes into a wall. He's caught between a rock and a hard place. So we just stick our foot down on the accelerator and ram straight into his face to take him out. I don't know why he continued to drive in a straight line towards me. He could have at least cut to his right, maybe, to try and get around me, but nope. Decided to go head on, and this thing is absolutely supreme at ramming, so no way you're going to win a one-on-one competition with this thing unless you're in a heavy tank. So as you might have noticed by that very brief flash up of the mini-map there, our team, I wouldn't say we're necessarily doing badly on the right-hand flank, but we're definitely getting a little bit outnumbered there, so I decide to use the speed that this thing has, which as you can see I'm up to about 50 kilometers an hour, to try and transition across the other side of the battlefield. First I just want to take out this M3 Lee, because thou shalt not suffer an M3 Lee to live. Now just going to head across to the other side of the battlefield. Again, just using the speed of this tank. I decided to cut all the way around the back here just because when I started making the journey we were quite heavily outnumbered on this flank. And they had the superiority, so I decided to cut around behind the houses here. And then what that'll allow me to do is take to the hill just here. And then I'd be able to fire down onto the enemies and just give them another thing to worry about. But by the time I get over there, there's only 2 of them left, as our team has decided to not be idiots. So all I've really got to shoot at is this Wolverine, but I mean he's getting pounded so hard anyway that I'm only able to land 1 shot on him. I'm going to see if I can get anything on this M8A1. Do manage to get his track somehow. I'm not really sure how that happened, but I'll take it, because that's some tracking damage from me. And then there's just this Panzer IV left. I just decided to use auto-aim here, because I'm travelling along at sort of 60 kilometers an hour. And I don't really want to be doing fine aiming whilst heading. Now, he's taking a lot less damage than I expected him to take on the way over. So I think to myself, well, I've still got 500 hit points. I'm just going to ram the sucker. And that's exactly what I do. Come in for the ram, pick up my 3rd kill, I think that is. It is indeed. And my 2nd kill by ramming. So there we go. That was GG and the victory. Picked up 3 kills, a decent amount of damage for how quick that battle went. And both of my kills by way of ramming, which was excellent. 7 and a bit thousand XP with a 5x multiplier. And there we go. Top of the table for XP and damage. So it might not have seemed like a fantastic game, but I had a much more fantastic game than anybody else did. So go team me. Just have a look at everybody else there. You can see a couple of people did some decent damage as well. We had a Panzer IV and a Wolverine did okay. But yep, overall happy with the result. As you can see, you earned a decent amount of silver and XP there. But now we're going to move on to our second game. Any second now when we get in, there we go. We're going to be on the Abbey. And it's going to be night time, so I thought I'd bring you a night battle. I wanted to bring you in the original video, but instead I decided just to go with the 3 different rain maps and bring you the night one bundled in with the first fun video here. So this one's just a tier 7 game, and I'm driving the T-23, which is the tier 7 premium medium tank for the Americans. One of the ones you get with the bundle. It's not fantastic, the gun lacks a bit of penetration, but it's got a pretty good reload speed. Doesn't have very good alpha, but what this tank does have is a fantastic amount of hit points. As you can see in the bottom left corner there, it's got 1,440 hit points, which is exactly the same as a fully upgraded Pershing medium tank for the Americans, which is a tier 8. It's got the same sort of thing as the Panzer 5-4 that I was driving earlier. The Panzer 5-4 also has a fantastic amount of hit points for its tier. It's got 800 and some hit points, and it's only a tier 5. So that's kind of what they've gone for with the Xbox version of World of Tanks, is the premium tanks get a decent hit point pool and sort of lackluster guns. But that's always sort of been the way with wargaming, is the premium tanks always have kind of lackluster guns on them. So anyway, as you can see, the nighttime on this map really doesn't change anything. It doesn't really change the visibility at all. In fact, what I would say is it's more like just the regular map, but with a blue filter on. So not really going to affect view ranges or sort of detection or anything like that. It's not really going to affect visibility at all. As like I said, it's more like a blue filter than it is a true nighttime. So I'm going to be heading along this left-hand flank, being a medium. I want to get into position quite early. What I want to do is set up here and shoot anybody who comes around this corner, and if nobody does... Oh, there we go, Panzer 38 NA is that. And then, oh, but there is a Jagdpanther. But what I can do... yeah, Panzer 38 NA, if he just pokes his head out... he gets shot by somebody else. He's going to poke his head out, and I'm going to pick up kill number 1. But on the right-hand side there, you can take up position in bushes, and that lets you fire down onto the enemy. The enemy coming through the village there. I leave myself lingering out a little bit too long. It's probably because I got tracked there. But I see how many hit points the Jagdpanther has, and I know that the Jagdpanther's got a longer reload than I have. So... I mean, I'm tracked, I can't leave anyway, so I decide just to, what we'll do is we'll just stand here and punch each other in the face until one of us falls over, and obviously he's going to fall over first because I've got a much better reload than he has. And there we go, that is kill number 2. But now it's me and this other Jagdpanther have now got to square off against a Tiger, and if he's fully upgraded with that top tier cannon, he's going to be a pretty tough customer to deal with. Now, I make the mistake here of just assuming that our rear is protected. As you can see, we've got 2 tank destroyers there. So I just kind of assumed that we were okay here, and I don't really pay attention after that. So what I'm trying to do is just play poke out with this Tiger. Now, I know our Jagdpanther's out in the open, so I'm hoping that the Tiger takes the bait and shoots at him. But what I want to do is just try not to cock block our Panther here. Wait for the Tiger to shoot. Once he does, I can poke myself out. Now I'll try and get tracking damage on him, which is take out his tracks and do hit point damage to him. But that doesn't work out in the end. Then I take a shot in the rear, and it's all gone tits up, as our left flank totally capitulated and fell, and I'm left to make the best out of a bad situation. All I can really do here is just run like hell. I've decided to use auto aim here because I just want to get a few shots while I concentrate on running away. But the Tiger does the smart thing, as you can see there, and gets behind the rock. And I get hit in the rear, and my engine gets taken out by the T-25-2. Now, I make a slight mistake here. Really, what I should have done is probably cut to the right-hand side, headed towards their base. But I did see on the mini-map there was a few tank destroyers, so I didn't really want a chance going that way. But the biggest mistake I made was stopping when I got to the bottom of the hill, and that just lost me all of my built-up speed. As you saw before, while I was coming down the hill, I was going a fair, decent speed. Now I'm only going about 18 kilometers an hour. And I'm having real trouble building up speed. What I do think, though, is that the T-25-2 isn't going to be chasing me. That he'd be pushing on towards the base. But nope, he is definitely following me, and he has killed me. So that's the end of my game. but I thought I'd bring you the rest of the game, but just sped up because it's a little bit boring, and our team tries its best to throw the game, but we'll take a look at it anyway. As you can see, we do a good job straight away of getting 2 people in the cap circle, and I'm thinking to myself, well, this is going to be an easy victory, but they leave themselves in the open and continually fire on that other Black Prince rather than just sitting still. This Black Prince does the smart thing of leaving the cap circle, but then does the dumb thing of presenting all of his side armor to the T25-2 rather than presenting his stronger front armor, which I have no idea why he does that. And then all we've got left is 2 camping tank destroyers in this T20. To be fair to him, the T20 does a pretty damn good job, as we're about to see. The 2 tank destroyers stay in base, and the T20 heads up the hill to try and take out this AT7. He's not having much luck penetrating him, but what he is having luck at is relying on the fact that he's a moron and gets him to commit suicide, and then he's going to play peekaboo around this rock with the other T25-2. And he's just going to troll him a little bit. Yeah, he's going to take damage, but he's got 1,000 hit points in total. Not when he started the fight, but he had 1,000 hit points, and that's more than enough to take a few hits. And they're just able to mop everybody up in the end. So that was it for that one. As you can see, 8,500 points with the 5x multiplier and a sniper medal. So I didn't do too badly. As you can see, I came second on XP there, which isn't too bad at all, considering I died about halfway through that battle. And still managed to come out on very, very near the top. So I was happy with that performance, even though I only got 1,500 damage and 2 kills. Like I said, I was still second on XP there. So that's going to be it for this World of Tanks Xbox 360 edition video. Hope you enjoyed it and had a good look at the nighttime mode, which, like I said, I don't really think it's going to affect too much because it's more of just a blue filter mode rather than a true darkness nighttime mode. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked these videos. If you do like the World of Tanks Xbox 360 videos, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, because I'm going to be playing a lot more World of Tanks 360 over the next few weeks. Hopefully get in there and get a few games with you guys. So definitely hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to get all of those new videos as they come out. Leave me a like and stick a comment in the comment section below. Let me know exactly what you thought of the games. I have been Maxwell. This has been World of Tanks Xbox 360 edition, and I will catch you guys next time.